What's up? Today I'm going to help you to avoid one of the biggest pitfalls in regards to having your website developed as it relates to ongoing SEO and marketing. And what I'm about to share with you can absolutely save you thousands, probably tens of thousands of dollars, a lot of time, and much frustration. It's Charlie here again, and this is such an important subject that I don't think is being shared enough. Clearly not, because I cannot tell you how many customers have called me in the last 30 days, and especially in the last year, that are looking for ongoing search engine optimization, this term that's thrown around a lot, SEO, and ongoing marketing services. All of that's awesome because those things are definitely important. But the problem is SEO and marketing, that concept needs to be talked about in the process of hiring a web developer. So let me just kind of share this story that'll kind of illustrate what the importance of how these two things work together are. If you're a race car driver, but you didn't tell your mechanic and you wanted your mechanic to build you a incredible looking car that looks like a race car, it smells like a race car, it has the materials, paint, all that stuff that makes it look like a race car, but you didn't tell him you're a race car driver, he's going to put a really slow traditional engine in there, right? So now the car's built. You love the way it looks. But then you go to, say, a racing coach, and they're going to help you win all the races this year coming up in 2021. So, he's definitely excited that you're working with him, but then he pops the hood and he realizes that this engine is shit and that it doesn't even take high performance gas and it's not going to go anywhere. Looks good, smells good, but it's going to be hard to get that thing on the road moving as quickly as you want it to go. So what was the problem? The problem was that you didn't tell the mechanic and you didn't look for a mechanic that actually understood how to build a race car and a race car engine. The body can look great, just like your website can look great. It can have a great user experience. So many customers have come to us with a decent looking website and they actually really like their website, but now they want search engine optimization. Well, one of the first things we do is we pop the hood, is that we go in the back end to look at that stuff that users aren't really seeing. Only Google is looking for these things. And unless your mechanic, your developer, or freelancer agency, whoever you're working with to develop your website, unless they understand the baseline of what Google is looking for, you're going to have a traditional and often clunky and horrible SEO value. So again, your website can look good, but in regards to its engine, your website's engine, being able to talk to the search engines of Google, they're lackluster. And so, back to my mechanic racing scenario, now you have this beautiful new car and you have a crap engine that you're not going to be able to race in. Guess what that mechanic and coach is going to tell you? You need a brand new engine. And so this is the place that a lot of business owners are finding themselves in, and they literally would benefit from us rebuilding their site that it took months to create. Nobody wants to hear that their brand new website they've had developed in the last 12 months needs to be completely rebuilt to talk to Google. But the problem is this conversation wasn't had in the beginning. So this is all about the way you hire people, the way you are interviewing your developer or agency that you're working with. So I've outlined some interview questions that will help you circumnavigate these waters so that if you're not going to have Gravity Junction develop your website, for God's sake, just have somebody that understands what Google is looking for so that you have even a chance to rank on Google. Because let me be very clear, even if your site is really, it's got all the SEO bells and whistles, it's optimized for SEO, it doesn't mean you're going to rank. Because you still have to put some gas in that engine. You still have to put an SEO plan after the site's launch. You still have to put a marketing plan in place. But it's that baseline technology pieces and development structures that Google's looking for that a web developer has to know in order to even hand Google a potential site to rank. So please start having these conversations before you have your website developed, before you even choose a developer or agency to work with. Make sure that they understand how to develop with SEO in mind from the get-go, giving you the best opportunity to then move forward with an SEO package, ongoing marketing services, with a well-oiled, like firing on all cylinders kind of racing engine. Now you're prepared to go. Don't be shocked if you already have a site and you want SEO services from anyone, not just Gravity Junction, and ongoing digital marketing. The first thing someone's going to do is run scans and look at how your site is performing. And in order for us to be able to even start a contract, acting on your behalf as a marketing team, we're going to give you probably bad news that your site was developed poorly. So hire wisely. I'm Charlotte Crawford. We'll talk to you soon.